Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Cindy. I'm drinking out of my love cup today because I'm just feeling a lot of love and feeling good about life and just feeling good. So I want to come on here today and talk to you about unbecoming. And this has been on my mind a lot because I was listening to a book on audio and he quoted Paul Coelho. Now, Paul Coelho is somebody I absolutely love. He's an author of The Alchemist, which is one of my all-time favorite books. I had my grandson read it, and he actually really enjoyed it. It's got a great moral story to it. Good morning, Sandy. How are you? So I'm going to read you this quote, and I'm kind of just going to talk about it. And of course, this is just my personal opinion. You can take what you want from it. You can think it's a bunch of wooey hooey, whatever. But since I posted this on my Instagram page last week, this poem has been in my head and just really resonating with me. So it is, maybe the journey isn't so much about becoming anything. Maybe it's unbecoming everything that isn't you so you can be who you were meant to be in the first place. That's by Paul Coelho. And it really got me thinking because as children, we come into this world, we are born pure as this new snow that hasn't been stepped on. We have no thoughts of our own. We have no ideas. We have no beliefs. And then what happens from birth about age 7 or 8, we start getting filled with, oh, don't touch that, that's hot. So the fear sets in. Oh, you can't do that, you're too little. There's a limiting belief. Oh, money doesn't grow on trees, so we can't buy that. There's some money scarcity. And all these thoughts and beliefs that is everyone else's becomes your own. So as we grow up, then we get into like high school and everybody's asking, what do you want to become? What do you got? You know, they expect you by age 18 to know what you want to become. Oh my gosh, who knows what they want? I'm 50, almost 58. I just now discovered what I really want to become. And so when I read this poem about unbecoming, it's like, that's it. We shouldn't ask people who they want to become. We should be asking them, who do you want to unbecome? What is it you're carrying that's not even yours? Those limiting beliefs for me was, I wasn't worthy. I wasn't enough. I'm not, I don't deserve success. All these thoughts and patterns and beliefs that are handed down from generation to generation. And we do the best we can with what we have. But really, we can start peeling this onion back and get to the layer of who are we? Who is our authentic self? Because I know for me, I got into a county government job. It wasn't my passion. It's not what I wanted to do, but I was a single mom of 3 kids and needed the health insurance. So I spent 26 years in that career, and I love the people I work with. I have beautiful best friends from that career. I loved my bosses. The work was great. It provided me with a nice retirement, but it was never like, whoa, yes, I am doing what I love. And now, today, as I peeled these layers and I started this self-discovery probably about 13 years ago on my last divorce. So I've been married 4 times, and part of that is the belief that I needed to have a man in my life to be complete. And that was such a false belief. It wasn't my belief. It was, my mom's belief, probably her mom's belief, just these beliefs handed down generation after generation that aren't ours. We don't have to keep them. We can peel those away and discover, what do we want? I mean, as women, I know we take on so many roles, mothers, wife, partners, aunts, sisters, co-workers, bosses. And we're all these people, all these roles to all these people. But when it comes in the day and you come home, it's like, are you being true to yourself? Are you who you want to become or unbecome? So I just really love that poem. I wanted to share that with you. It's, it's not always easy to peel those layers away because sometimes we get in our comfort zone, and sometimes that little box is really nice to be in. I mentioned that the other day in a video I did. And, but it feels good to know that, wow, I am now my authentic self. I'm back to that pure blank canvas that I was when I was born. I don't have to have everyone else's belief. So what I really realize is when somebody says something and it kind of triggers something in me, it's probably not my belief, but it's one that's planted in my head. So I have really learned to stop and pause. When something triggers me, I know it's something inside of me. It's not necessarily that other person. It's a perception. It could be somebody said something that reminds me of someone, maybe a boss that barked at me, and I'm like, oh, and I have this reaction that makes no sense with what this person said. So you know what? I just love that poem, and I would love to work with you on unbecoming. Get rid of those limiting beliefs. What is it that you and your soul, what is your number one dream? If you could today do anything you wanted in this world, what would it be? Sit down and write out, what were your dreams as a child? I mean, really, as children, we just have that imagination and we can be anything, and we believe that. And then as everyone else starts telling us, be careful, don't do this, don't do that, it stops us. It keeps us from pursuing, and we start getting those self-doubts. So you really can start peeling those all away. And I just wanted to share that with you, just because all week this has really resonated with me. So what is it you want to unbecome? I love you all. Thank you, Sandy, for watching. Yep, it does take years. Like I started to say, I was divorced. My last divorce was about 14 years ago. And that's when I kind of started on this journey. And I am almost 58, so almost 14 years. I really today know exactly what my passion is. I know who I am. I'm okay. I've had a couple small relationships in those 14 years. I'm okay without a man. It'd be nice to have a loving relationship, but if that never happens, I am okay with me. Today, I can honestly look in the mirror and say, I love you, Cindy. You're a great person, and not feel weird saying that. I know people might say, oh, you're arrogant. It has nothing to do with arrogance. We have to love ourselves first. Once you love yourself, it opens up so many doors and possibilities. So thanks for listening to me a little longer than normal. And thank you so much, Sandy. It's so great to see you yesterday on our session, on our Zoom, and so many beautiful women that I'm connected with, and I'm so blessed. So everyone have a beautiful, unbecoming day. Love you all.